All
Awesome.
right. What is going on, Marissa, the fight culture? And today I'm joined by pro MMA fighter out of Team Alpha Male, 4-1, Mr. Kody Vogels. Man, you're taking on Kevin Bowen, A1 Combat 20, May 17th. You're getting back out there, getting back in the win column. How's it going? You're 2 weeks out.
It's going good. Thank you so much for having me on. Been wanting to jump on here. Um, I've been super busy too, just trying to get a bunch of stuff done. But man, I can't wait. It's been a long time. It's been 6 months since the last one, so I just want to stay a little more busy this year. So yeah.
Absolutely. So you're still, in my opinion, pretty young in your pro career,
Yeah,
taking away all the COVID shit. You're
yeah,
still
yeah,
pretty young, you
yeah.
know, but you're 4-1. You're 4-1. You're real as fuck from what I can tell on Instagram. That's why I was like, okay,
Thank you so much.
fight culture likes to represent the real fighters. And in my
Yeah,
opinion, you're one of them. So I'm happy
thank
to have you on with that. But speaking about, the young career you're in, 4-1, the people you've trained with, talk about that a little bit. Tell me about Kody Vogels and his pro career so far.
you. Well, so I moved out to Sacramento about 10 years ago, and I started training at Team Alpha Male 10 years ago. Um, so I just been grinding, man, on the mat. It's kind of like um, the team aspect over there. Everyone's been super great since day one. It's kind of sink or swim, you get on, and a lot of people stay, a lot of people go, but it's been a long journey, but it's been the best move so far out to Sacramento, and training with the team has been the best move I made for sure.
Speaking about moving out to Sacramento, having a good team around you, lately I've been seeing that you're doing work with probably one of the fastest growing pages, in my opinion, Full Violence. Shout out to
Yeah,
Ver.
yeah. Shout out.
What has that been like? What's that kind of experience done for you? I know you headed out to UFC 300, did some stuff with some of the top people. How has that been?
Man, the experience of Full Violence has been awesome. They've been nothing but great to me ever since we got working together. Basically, one of my good friends, Veer, he's a photographer, videographer guy. Got his hands on a lot of different things. Um, he kind of linked me and Full Violence together, and ever since then, they've always supported me, and I've always supported them. And yeah, we plan on going out to 300, and they ended up doing a drop out there for like the fights, like the Pereira drop and the Charles Oliveira drop. So we just kind of linked up with them out in Vegas, and we did some fun stuff, recording, creating some content. So it's been great working with them for sure.
Yeah, so all that extra stuff, but let's get to it. You're fighting a pro with 16 fights under his belt. Some would call that a vet,
Yeah,
in Kevin Bowen. What do
yeah,
you know about him? Obviously he comes from American Top Team Portland. Uh, Grappling heavy, you would say, but from the fights I've seen, the man likes to stand on his feet. Have you
right.
seen a lot of footage on him, or have you taken anything from any of the footage you've seen on him?
Um, yeah, I mean, I've done a little bit of like film study. Uh, I just try to focus on myself and what I'm bringing, and not focus on what he's doing. I train out of the best gym in California, NorCal, Team Alpha Male, and there's just so many bodies up there that they could give you pretty much any kind of look that you need for any kind of style fighter. And I know coming out of that gym and the work that I've put in over the years, I'm not going to be surprised with anything. I'm just ready for everything, and I'm excited, man. 2 weeks, man. It felt like 10 weeks, like 10 months ago. So I'm excited to
Right.
be here, and yeah, hell yeah.
So, again, like I said, Bone coming out of American Top Team Portland, you might think wrestling heavy
Right.
fights we've seen, he likes to kick, to keep his distance, but
Right.
you're pressure fighter. But I feel like people kind of underestimate the grappling skills that you have.
They
Would
definitely
you
do.
agree with that?
Sure.
Yeah. So I mean, I've seen a couple of your grappling competitions, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, like I understand, you're down to scrap. Every fight starts on the feet, but when it gets to the ground, you know how to handle yourself. Who,
Sure.
what training partners, what coaches have helped you get to the point that you're at right now with your
Oh
skill
man.
sets?
I mean, it all started back home. I'm from Wisconsin originally, and it started back there. I come from like a small jiu-jitsu gym back home, and moving out here and being with Uriah Faber, Danny Castile, all the coaches that you could ask for. It just like, I mean, I was already kind of like, naturally good. You know what I mean? So it's like I came out here and I just linked up with, the best coaches, and they've just taken the game to the next level. And you know, the sparring partners, the training partners I have, it's just man, I'm blessed. I'm
Absolutely. So, what would you say, all in all, is your reason? What is your reason that you stand in, and walk into that cage? What's going to be your reason on May 17th?
um, that's a good question. My reason to stand and get the job done May 17th is going to be to improve and better like my family's life. I mean, the reason has changed over time, but the ultimate goal is to get to the UFC. But recently being married now and just all this kind of stuff, your views kind of change. And I just want a better life for me, a better life for her, and I'm willing to give every last bit of me May 17th to get the job done. So, um, that's what I go in there for, and that's all the motivation I need.
Absolutely. So, come May 17th, you're walking into that cage. You got a bunch of fans behind you because I know you guys are going to be there in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What should everyone expect to see? How do you see this playing out?
Mm-hmm. I expect this shit to be absolutely fireworks for sure. And I expect to get the job done in between 1 and 2 rounds. I plan on getting the job done for sure. I never go in there to go all 3 rounds. Not that I can't, I can. I just want to go in there to finish you. Like I'm not there. I'm there to finish for sure. So that's what you can expect from me is knocking someone out and or strangling somebody in that 15 minutes. So I know at least within that 15 minutes, I'm gonna hit them, and I know all it takes is one with me. So it's just a matter of time, before I get that job done. So that's what I'm looking to do for sure.
After this fight, what are your plans? Do you call for that rematch with Ernie Juarez? Do you look for bigger and better things? Do you just continue on the path that you're on? What is your plan for after the fight?
Um, After the win, um, I'm just gonna kind of see, man. I'm in some good talks right now with my coach Uriah, and Sean Shelby really liked that fight with me and Ernie. Despite it going my way, and you never know where he'll be at. Maybe he'll get that call. He definitely deserves it. But I'm looking to get on the contender series, and I know if I can, make a statement May 17th that I just get closer to that opportunity. So after May 17th, I would love to have the opportunity to come back on after the win and then just talk about what's next. For sure.
Absolutely. Of course, we got to have you on. I mean, again, been following you for a while. I'm excited for your story. it's rare to find fighters that still have the mindset that you have. So it's really refreshing and it's cool. And again, all I do is represent the real fighters. And in my opinion, you've done nothing but show me that. So I'm really excited to see you go out there and do your thing on May 17th. Before we go, how often do you watch UFC fights?
I'm like the biggest fan ever. I'm fucking watching every show, I'm on YouTube all the time. Literally, yeah.
Hell
So,
yeah. So good. I can ask you this question. We have
Yeah.
301. We have 301 going on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Pantoja and Ursig. Who do you got?
Damn. You know what? I'm gonna go with Pantoja. Man, even though I know the other guy's good, but I just feel like it's Pantoja's time, man. He's a savage. So that's my pick. What's your pick? What you pick?
I feel that. I agree with you. I know a lot of people are going with Ursig. You know, it's a little refreshing dip in the flyweight division, but you know, Pantoja is different. He's different in my opinion. You're right. I think it's his time.
Sure.
But you know, we got the co-main Aldo and Martinez. You know, who do you got there?
Honestly, man, that's a good one. Like, who doesn't love Aldo, right?
I know.
But man, part of me feels like who's the other guy? What's the other guy's name?
Martinez.
I feel like it's gonna be Martinez, man.
Okay.
I want Aldo to win for sure, like my heart does, but
yeah,
I just feel like Martinez might. I don't know. I'm gonna go.
I feel that in boxing this weekend as well. You know, we got Canelo versus Munguia. My heart says the same thing. It says Canelo. Munguia's young and hungry. I feel you.
What I heard last night is what's his name? Marquez.
Munguia.
Man, I heard he was 43-0 or something crazy. I'm like, where do they get these guys? So I mean, you never know, man.
Never know.
Like you said, I love Canelo, but yeah, I just don't know much about the other guy. But he could come up and snatch.
Yeah. Yep. The fight game is like that.
What do you think about the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia? The whole thing, with that.
It's so, you know, boxing is a different breed in terms of politics and drama and, you know, money and, I don't know. That one's hard. It's a hard call, especially you know, it's a high stake. You can't have an opinion on it. It's dangerous either way.
Either way.
Well, right. Well, for sure. Let's close this up. But before we do, is there anybody you would like to shout out, you know, for this whole camp, your coaches, sponsors, friends, family, anybody who supported you this whole journey?
Absolutely. I love to, shout out my wife. You know, she's been awesome, supporting me since, day one and, still does. And you'd hope so. And my team, Team Alpha Male, my coaches, my friends, my family, and my sponsors, OK Tire. Just signed them yesterday. They've been awesome. We actually been going there for 5 years, but we actually did a sponsorship yesterday, which is awesome. And Pierce Labs, let me see, Value Performance, freaking, who else I got? Carol's Restaurant, West Sacramento. If you're ever in Sacramento, Carol's Restaurant, the best diner in town, super friendly, the best customer service you can ask for. And the list goes on and on, but thank you so much. It was great talking to you. I appreciate you having me on. And I definitely look forward to talking to you after the win for sure.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I'm counting on it. Guys, check out Kody Vogels on May 17th. Looking to make a statement.
Thank you so much.
Of course. All right.
Have a good one.